guys.
Today.
No, but it's not morning. My baby brain is clearly peak functioning. It's actually 7 p.m. I took an everything shower. I'm gonna do a full body tan. I'm so excited. I just need to feel more like myself. Also know that you're not supposed to put deodorant on before you tan. I feel like it helps mask like the smell of gross tan while I'm marinating. Drinking the Ritual Magnesium and I mix it with the Daily Rue Strawberry Pineapple Greens. I literally crave this every single day. I thought we could do a pregnancy update. I feel like I haven't done one in, oh my gosh, honestly, in forever. We're getting closer to meeting baby boy and we are in full nesting mode here. Like I'm fully organizing his clothes, going through everything, setting up his dresser. I'm starting to sanitize things. Actually crazy, like things are starting to get real. Reading all the books, trying to prepare myself. Josh is reading all the books, trying to prepare himself. I feel like no matter how much preparation you do, you're never fully prepared for a baby. I'll say I have quite a bit of experience with babies. Obviously not like a newborn of my own. I have 8 siblings and I was around 4 newborns while I still lived with my biological mom. I was around babies, I babysat a lot, how to change a newborn, how to feed one. I just have a little bit of experience with babies, which honestly has made me feel a little bit better. Like I know how to hold one. I'm not going into this cold turkey, which is nice. And a lot of the things that I'm reading have been so helpful. So side note, a lot of people are like, oh my gosh, be careful with nose sprays, like they're highly addictive. This is flow days, and when somebody commented that, I got like really nervous and I was like, oh my gosh, am I gonna get addicted to this? And I sent it to my OB and she said, no, like you can't get addicted to flow days, that's not a thing. Apparently there are certain nose sprays that you can get addicted to, but that's like a corticosteroid or whatever. Anyway, back to what I was saying. Yeah, I'm not prepared at all. I mean, like I said, just because I've had experience with babies doesn't mean I feel prepared. I feel like pregnancy has been pretty good to me. I mean, I know so many people who have had it so much more rough than what I've had. So the vomiting almost every single day is very hard mentally and physically on my body because I lose so much fluid. I lose everything that I've eaten that day. It's mentally taxing, it's physically exhausting. Like it's just not fun. First trimester, I was getting sick strictly from my nausea. And then second trimester was just strictly from like heartburn. Here and there I feel nauseous, but for the most part, it was strictly from reflux and heartburn, which is still so freaking bad. That has been my biggest struggle. I'll take the round ligament pain. I will take the lightning crotch. I tell you guys that this heartburn, I'm quite literally going to battle every single night that I try to fall asleep because my heartburn is so bad and I take Pepsid. I have omeprazole, I think that's how you say it, but I personally hate the way that I feel when I take it. It kind of like has a reaction with my Zoloft and apparently like they can have a reaction together and I don't know, I'm very sensitive to medications. So I just decided to stop taking that after taking it for like 2 weeks. This has been the hardest part of pregnancy so far. Every single moment has been a blessing and I want to preface that because I got a DM and I know that so many people are gonna be like, I shouldn't have to preface this, which I completely agree. It took us a lot to get here. I am very well aware of the struggle, hardships that it takes to get pregnant, and I know that so many women struggle with it on a daily. I will always be mindful of people who are trying to get pregnant, who are struggling with infertility, going through IVF, dealing with endometriosis, unexplained infertility, just anything. I will always empathize with that. I got this DM, and this girl, I'll just put it on the screen. I don't know why this really upset me because I have always tried to be very mindful whenever I posted anything on TikTok, on my stories, about how I speak and who I'm speaking to. The story she responded to, I had just said like, oh my gosh, I had to reschedule my glucose test 3 different times because I keep getting like super sick from my acid reflux. I don't know if I'm gonna be able to keep this drink down. Like any tips are welcome. She obviously had that response, which just really honestly made me mad because I have always been very vulnerable and transparent with you guys about my journey, other people's journeys, and just being mindful. Like you are allowed to be grateful for a blessing and still have struggles. Like pregnancy and IVF has straight up been like the hardest thing that I've ever had to go through, and I choose to share the non-glamorizing sides to pregnancy. It just really sucks that somebody chose to take that as me complaining. I've only ever been transparent about like my symptoms of pregnancy and things that I personally struggled with pregnancy. As much as I absolutely cannot stand this heartburn and throwing up almost every single day for 7 months, I would take throwing up every single freaking day. I would take pooping my pants in public every single day if it meant I could be pregnant. Like I truly am very blessed to be pregnant and be in this stage of my life because again, we worked so hard to get here. I don't want to like give this more attention than it deserves to. It just really upset me because I was like, I hope that nobody else feels that way. My community, you guys mean so much to me, and I obviously share a lot of vulnerable parts of my life, and I want to continue to share this part of my life with you guys. Anyways, switching gears, positive topic, I wanted to kind of not talk about my birth plan because I don't fully have one set in stone. I'm kind of the type of person where it's like, I have a plan set in mind, but I know that things can always change. So I'm preparing 2 birth plans. Obviously, if I'm gonna need a C-section, I wanna kind of just be prepared. I have to get induced if I don't go into labor naturally, which I'm obviously gonna try everything in my power to go into labor naturally. It is what it is. I'm not like against being induced or anything like that. I know so many people who I've spoken with actually on Instagram and in comments saying that their inductions went like really, really well and they're not always bad. So that doesn't really bum me out. Obviously, if I can't go into labor naturally, amazing, but I am still gonna like have a birth plan. I do think I will get the epidural. I know how I am with pain. I am a complete wimp. I'm going to try to labor for as long as I can naturally without getting an epidural. I don't know how long that will last for, but I am fully taking advantage of having the epidural. So praying for a, I don't know if I can say that on here. Sometimes TikTok like randomly censors words and things and it's just really weird. Anyway, that's just my ideal plan. If it happens, amazing. If not, it is what it is. I'm really praying that it does go my way. I do plan to do a lot of birth prep, meal prepping. I definitely want to do like a little series with you guys where we do like nesting meal preps where we're like prepping a bunch of meals together. I would love to just have a bunch of stuff on hand and not eat out every single day because I will do that. I know that I will do that. I know myself. So funny. Josh loves me pregnant. He's like, you are just radiating this different kind of energy to you. You're way more chill than like what you normally are, which is true. I am way more chill. I don't know what it is. I feel like my anxiety, gone. Intrusive depressive thoughts, gone. Do really love like who I am pregnant and just like all of these feelings and like happiness feelings that I've been having. And yeah, he was just saying that he absolutely loves me pregnant aside from the snoring every single night because I snore like an absolute trucker every single freaking night, which is why I'm taking Flonase. It's quite literally gotten so bad that Josh has to constantly move rooms. Like he'll either go sleep on the couch or he'll go to the spare room because he's like, I am so like, I want to sleep beside you, but I literally cannot. Oh my gosh, you guys. Also, the chafing, I can't say I really had that before. It is so freaking bad. Every single time I'm walking, especially if I'm in like loose clothing, it's just not good. It's just not good. I think I'm gonna have to get a chafe stick because it's gotten to that point. I've been yapping for 23 minutes and I still have to edit this and cut it down, and I don't think I'll have a lot of cuts to do, so this is probably gonna be pretty long. But I love you guys and I love catching up with you, and I hope that you guys had the best Thursday. I will see you tomorrow for Friday.